Everyone, my name's Liz Hancock, and I credit Tamara with completely transforming my life, and Peter as well, obviously. I first discovered EFT, just to give you a little bit of background, when I was pregnant with my son. I had birth trauma from my first child, my daughter. So I went on the intro training, and then I trained, I got my level 1, level 2, and I've just never looked back. Tapping has transformed everything in my life. And the funny thing is, at times I've not gone off the tapping path. I've tried new things. So I went and spent a fortune spending 3 days with a shaman in America, one to one. Obviously, that cost quite a lot of money. Came back, and a few months later, went on another one of Tamara's workshops. I was like, everything I need is right in front of me here. So first of all, just go back to tapping. It's so brilliant. But the other thing is, so obviously I'm trained as a practitioner. I've also done my Tapping into Wealth coach training with Margaret Lynch in the States. So I am a Tapping into Wealth coach, and that's what I coach people on: money blocks and succeeding in business. But I had a block myself, which is another lesson. Even when we're qualified and we know this tapping malarkey and we're really good at it, doing it on ourselves doesn't always work. I had this thing come up last week about feeling a fraud, and related to parents and really deep stuff that I knew was there, and I always knew I'd have to deal with it someday. But it just happened that this was the time that I needed to deal with it. It came up for me last week and led me in this direction. And Tamara, in the session that we had, she just did it so simply, so gracefully, so quickly. It was almost like, and I was a typical client saying, well, it can't have gone that easily. It must still be a 1 or a 2. Surely it's still there. So I'm kind of safeguarding and caveating the fact that it might actually be gone that quickly. Amazing. And it did. I think it's gone. This morning I was feeling pretty poorly. I did the school run. I had to go back to bed before my session with Tamara. But I feel completely normal now. I felt completely normal once we'd done like 40 minutes, and just shows so powerfully the mind-body connection. So I just want to encourage you, whether you are training or have trained, don't ever stop working on yourself, but the key thing is to work on yourself with the support of an expert like Tamara. And I know she does amazing group sessions and supervision and so on, but the power of a one-to-one session for me was just amazing. So I just felt I had to acknowledge that publicly, because she is so amazing and she's done so much for me and my life and my business. And just love you so much, Tamara. Thank you so much. And you guys, if you're ever finding it tough, or it's building your EFT business isn't going as quickly or as easily as you wanted to, it will be an emotional block, and it's just an indication that that's what you need to work on next. And you can do that with Tamara's help, absolutely. So thank you for listening. I will go and have a wonderful rest of your day. Lots of love.